What's good, YouTube? DM Gaming here, y'all. And I wanted to wait to do this video to kind of let the stuff settle around Goku and K-Fla and things of that nature. Now, in the previous video, I did admit that I was wrong about Ultra Instinct being Ultra Instinct, even though I had some similarities and some differences. I did admit that. But now that I know for certain that it is Ultra Instinct, I want to bring up something that I talked about in a previous video about the eyes. See, because something about that is and one reason that I said I didn't think it was Ultra Instinct was because nobody was saying anything about Jiren with Ultra Instinct. But knowing that Goku has it and how he moves and operates, it's clear that Jiren knows Ultra Instinct as well. Now, here's where it gets scary. I don't think that Jiren is as strong as people think. Also, I think, everybody wonders, man, why can't Jiren just knock everybody off the stage? Why can't Jiren just fight, and clear the arena? And I think we finally have that answer, y'all. Because number one, Jiren isn't as strong as people think. Number two, Jiren, he does, however, know how to activate Ultra Instinct. Yes. I'm feeling this way because whenever Goku first tapped into Ultra Instinct and they talked about the heat, and I did a video about this heat. Basically, the heat is Goku not being able to control Ultra Instinct. Kind of like how with God Ki, in order for them to achieve that God status of Ki, they have to be able to keep their heightened energy from seeping out, which I did a video on that as well. It makes perfect sense. The heat is Goku not being able to control Ultra Instinct. Oh, sorry, had to sneeze, y'all. But that's what the heat is. And I always wondered, and I said this in a video that I did, why did Jiren mention the heat? He said this heat is the limit to your power. After which he did away with Goku. And I think the reason Jiren said that, and I said it in a previous video, I'm gonna keep saying it, y'all, because y'all gotta go watch my videos now. I think that Jiren said that because Jiren knows about that heat. When Jiren first learned Ultra Instinct, he knows about that heat. But once you're able to control Ultra Instinct, then that heat isn't a problem. Now, what I wonder is, how come Whis didn't know about this heat? And does Whis even know or, know Ultra Instinct? Because at first everybody assumed that the angels themselves are able to perform Ultra Instinct. But we said it's something that not even the gods can easily attain. But he didn't say anything about the angels. Now, Whis could just have a very extremely high power level and speed that's unrivaled, but that doesn't mean that he knows Ultra Instinct. Because I think also if Whis knew Ultra Instinct, he would literally be able to clearly identify it. And he wasn't able to clearly identify it when Goku was going through it. Also, the Grand Priest with the same thing. So, that's something that we'll probably find out in the future. But not to stray too far off topic, it is my belief, y'all, that Jiren knows Ultra Instinct as well, but Jiren is not as powerful. And like I said, a lot of people ask, why didn't Jiren just knock everybody off the stage? Because he couldn't. One thing that we learned about this past episode and in future episodes, is that Ultra Instinct drains a tremendous amount of stamina. Tremendous amount. We know that from watching the last episode, number one, for people that was like, oh, Khalif or K-Fla stronger than Super Saiyan Blue. No, she's not. One thing y'all have to realize, people have to realize, is that Goku is not at 100%. And even with that being said, Super Saiyan Blue, he was getting some shots in on K-Fla. Because like I told y'all, and I told it's Anime Girl, new girl that's, doing Dragon Ball videos, I told her as well, they are not equal to Goku. One thing people have to understand about the Dragon Ball community, the Dragon Ball world, Dragon Ball Z, all that, just because somebody is Super Saiyan, just like you're Super Saiyan, doesn't mean that they have the same power level. Just because, so people are flipping out over Khalifa and them going Super Saiyan 2 and all that. And Whis even proved y'all this. He said that basically they may be powered up, but they don't have the fighting skill, so they're still not on the level. And if this was the case, Goten and Trunks would have been able to fight against Frieza. They would have been able to fight in the Tournament of Power over Roshi and Krillin. Why? Because they're Super Saiyan. And we know that just because you're Super Saiyan doesn't, mean your power levels are the same. Because when Trunks and Goten was going to fuse, what happened? Trunks had to lower his power level because they were both Super Saiyans, but Trunks' power level was a little bit higher. So just because you see Caulifla and them Super Saiyan 2 doesn't mean that they're equal to Goku now. It's not. It just means that they're able to transform into Super Saiyan 2. There isn't a set power level for Super Saiyan 2. We know this because Goku in his base form is even stronger than Caulifla in a Super Saiyan form. You see what I'm saying? So people have to get that misconception out of the way. But we know that with fighting against her, that his Ultra Instinct is going to run out again and he's going to be depleted. It is my belief that Ultra Instinct drains even more stamina than Super Saiyan 3. It does. That's my belief. And this would explain why Jiren doesn't fight as much. This would explain why Jiren meditates a lot. Because, yeah, Jiren is strong, but I don't think Jiren is as strong as people think. And I think there are times when his Ultra Instinct runs out because Hit was able to get a hit on Jiren. Now, if Ultra Instinct is what we said, I mean, really, nobody should be able to get a hit in on you. Goku was able to get a hit in on Jiren. And if you notice, something special happens before Jiren unleashes his power. His eyes flash. Same thing with Goku. The eyes. Look into the eyes. Goku's eyes change. Jiren's eyes don't change a different color because they're already black. I mean, they could change it, but they always flash. His eyes flash before he knocked out Kale from Super Saiyan Berserk. His eyes flashed. Before he defeated Hit, his eyes flashed. Before he defeated Goku, his eyes flashed. Jiren, it is my belief that Jiren knows how to tap into Ultra Instinct, but because it is an enormous drain on his stamina, he doesn't do it unless he just wants to, unless he has to. And then he goes back to not fighting at all. I believe that is the case. And it's evident, y'all. It's right there in front of us. And it's one of those things where I think when, Goku even tapping into it this time, I did say that Kefla was going to be the one to push him back into Ultra Instinct, but we know he's going to lose that. He is going to get it again against Jiren, but I think the next time Goku gets it, he will be fully conscious of it. And the reason why I believe that is because his hair, even now he's in Ultra Instinct, his hair is not different. His hair is the same as before, but if you look at the picture with him with his shirt off, his hair stands up on end like he's in Super Saiyan form or something of that nature. You see what I'm saying? Because there's levels to it. We've seen him going into it and how his hair began to stand up, but it didn't completely stand up. So I think that he goes back into it. And I think the reason Goku is able to master it so much, if you go back to everything with Goku, even GT related with Goku, how with Ice Shinron, he was able to learn about his body was able to adapt to his attack so it doesn't work on him anymore. Same thing against Beerus when he was fighting in Super Saiyan God form, and his body was able to remember that form and that power. And Beerus was even at all at this, how Goku was able to do this. And it was something that Goku could not explain. He said, I don't know. He basically didn't know how his body was able to do these things, remember these powers and stuff like that. And that's exactly what's happening with Ultra Instinct. What do they say? 3 times the charm. So this time he's going to be able to know it more. But next time when he fights Jiren, he's going to be fully conscious of this power. And it's going to be very interesting to see where it takes him. So y'all go back and look at the episodes. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about Jiren. He knows how to tap into Ultra Instinct. And this is why he knew that the heat was Goku's limit. Because until Goku, as long as that heat is radiating, Jiren knows that Goku has not mastered Ultra Instinct, doesn't know how to control it. But once he's able to control that heat and keep that energy inside of him, then it's going to be a serious fight. That's all I got for next time. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Till next time, and God bless.